Yeah! Woo! Welcome to Fluffernutter Live, episode 2. Yeah, this is episode 2. Hi, Johnny. I see you, Johnny, and rookie cyclist official, who is also Johnny. How are you guys? It feels like it's been a bit longer. It feels like the last time I did a Fluffernutter Live, it seemed like a shorter time span, which is weird because Christmas is just here, so you'd assume that time would go faster, but I feel like I've missed all of none of you because no one ever follows us except Johnny, Cat, and actually, when I posted it on YouTube, I got a lot of inquiries from downloading this and uploading on YouTube. It seems a lot of people watch it that way as well. So, anybody that begins to watch these on YouTube, just know that I post these every single time. But if you would rather watch it live, you can follow me on my Instagram account at AndyPateVlogs, as you will see in the sides of the videos on YouTube. And it's usually every Sunday at 7 p.m. Cool. Now I got it out of the way. I'm in my sweatpants, doing fine. I'm comfortable. I have my Fluffernutter material over here. And I actually have a lot of questions to get through because it seems that the Blue Line video that I recently posted happened to have a lot of inquiries, I guess you would say. Hi, Haley. How are you? Aren't you in Wilmington? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're in Wilmington. Okay, let me get something set up here because I'm kind of like rushing back and forth. If it looks like I just woke up, it's because I did. Because I'm trying to wake up early, get myself in the habit of getting really early morning wake-ups. But I'm having to phase myself into that slowly with naps because I'm a man. Okay, hold on, let me get my notes up here, because I had forgotten. How's everyone's Christmas? Johnny, Haley, how was y'all's Christmas? John, I see you're in Tampa. I saw the stuff you were posting. It was one of the schools I was supposed to go to, and seeing posts like that makes me like, man, it would have been amazing to have been in Tampa. Good, how are you? Haley says, good, how are you? Little River, but close. Trying to get the rest of the family to spend time with me. That's funny. I try to get away from family, so 2 different spectrums. Just kidding. Love the whole family that watches this. Okay. Let me press. I'm going to start off with a complaint. Okay. First off, hold on. Let me. Got to clap myself into this live feed here. Dang, Haley. Go see a doctor then. Haley has an ear infection. Everybody sympathize and say "oh" in the background, okay? Oh, wait, I think I have that. Aww. No. This is a really high production set here. I need to hurry up because there's a lot of questions I got to get to. The complaint I had. So I went to go. I've had the same hairstylist for like 2.5, 3 years in Orlando, Florida. And she did my hair the right all the time. I wouldn't have to tell her anything. So, moved to Jacksonville, and I don't have my hairstylist anymore. So, I went to Sport Clips, because I had gone to there before. It was like one of the first hair places I went to when I moved to Orlando. And they did okay, from what I remembered, but it wasn't until I got to Floyd's, which if you guys don't know what Floyd's is, Floyd's, I know this, how could this be interesting, right? It's a hair place. But it's amazing. Floyd's is this like really cool, like punk 70s, 80s, 90s, like pop culture top vibe with like Thomas Edison bulbs, and everyone there is a barber and a hairstylist. So it's perfect because I can get skin fade and hairstyle on the top. Okay, now they got my Metro side out of me. I told her, I was like, this is what I want. You see this point on my head right here, right? I want the fade to go there and then just an inch above the ear. Now, mind you, this is about a week's worth of hair that's grown in. It was cut up here. What? What? And even during it, she was shaving the back of my head, and she was talking to me, and she was like, oh, sorry, I went a little high. What? What is this? Well, whatever. Hair goes back, so my complaint is done. Kat, welcome. Welcome to the feed. We have the Gonzaleses. Or the Gonzalez. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Come back. Hold on, pull up my notes. Hang on, guys. Stop yelling at me. I can't handle this. Oh, another thing. This isn't a complaint. This is hilarious. The only time I've golfed, I used to golf all the time. I used to always shoot in the 70s. Which, if you guys don't play golf, it's really simple. The lower the number, the better. If you shoot like a 72, that means you parred every hole. You got the goal of every hole, essentially. Today, I played for the first time in forever and counted my score, and I shot 101. I shot 30 points more than I normally do. Well, 20 points more, technically. It was painful, but it was fun. It was really fun hanging out with a group of people. I was with my stepdad and his friend, and no one complained. Everyone, we were complaining here and there, but it was definitely it was fun. It was having fun while sucking at this game. So, I didn't welcome my mother for what? Kat says I didn't welcome my mother. My mom's on? Hey, Mom! Oh, Kat wasn't the one that said it. Sorry, Mom. Okay, Mom's on here, so now I gotta really be careful with what I talk about. Because I filter myself around my mother. Totally. Okay. So, I have to hurry up and get to these questions because I posted this Blue Line video, and it seems that a lot of people have connected themselves from the video to either my Instagram or Facebook account and found out that I do this live video. And that I do Q&As on here. So I got a couple questions from there. As well, some interesting things have happened with me since I have posted that video. I got kicked out of a Facebook group for posting it because so I posted in a Facebook group called the Raleigh, North Carolina Pilots Facebook group. And so the video got posted. Someone, I think 2 people had commented on it, and they were saying that they were happy with the video. They're glad how informative it was. Which, I should preface here, the video that I posted... Oh my god, you guys, I have not made my Fluffernutter. None of you guys are looking out for me. That's the whole point of the Okay, hold on. Well, I guess I can talk and make it. Okay, so, I posted this video, which is a video that goes over my experience with touring Blue Line in Raleigh, North Carolina, and what my experience was like, and what my discovery flight was like, which was the first time I flew a plane, because that's something I did. And anyway, so that's the point of the video. Really informative. It's unbiased as much as it could have been, and it wasn't really necessarily comparing too much, because I am comparing to ATP. And so I posted in this group called the Raleigh, North Carolina Facebook group, or Raleigh, North Carolina Pilots Facebook group, and it got taken down. And I was confused because I didn't understand it. It didn't break any of that group's rules. And I got kicked out of the group. So, later on, a guy that I know that went to Blue Line, him and I were talking, and I brought it up, and he was like, yeah, the guy that owns the Raleigh, North Carolina Pilots Facebook group hates the owner of Blue Line Aviation, which is the school I go to. And after talking to him and I think 2 other people, I don't really know the details of it, but everybody keeps leaning towards the idea that this dude that owns this Facebook group is kind of meh, kind of a bit of a Nazi. So, I don't know. I don't know why I would have been talking down. You couldn't have just asked me and be like, hey, can you take that down? Because I'm going to be a pilot in Raleigh, North Carolina, and you just kicked me out of it. Thanks. That's great. Let me see. Haven't missed anything? No. I feel like I'm missing stuff here. Reading your guys' comments. Okay. No, by yourself. Don't worry, Kat, he's unfiltered around me too. Yes, I am. I am very unfiltered with my mother. There are some things I'll filter as much as I can, but... Start over the whole feed. I'm going to start the whole feed over because I didn't start with the Fluffernutter, which someone asked a question about the Fluffernutter, so I'm going to get to that in a minute. Okay, we need the realness. You get the realness. You get 100%. Whatever, however you say that was so light. Okay, the important part, the fluff. I'm running out, guys. And, now that I brought this bread home to my mom, she's eating all my bread now because she's not used to this bread and it's unhealthy bread. It's called Sunbeam. Anyways. One more thing before I really dive into the questions here. Hold on. I'm messing up, guys. Gotta make sure it stays center. Can't push out the peanut butter. See, like, what happens sometimes? If you do it wrong, the Fluffernutter will push the peanut butter out, and that's not good. So we can't have that. 100. Yeah, 100. There's a T at the end of that. Okay, so there's a guy that his name is Ryan Huber. He posted a video. He was actually someone I saw well in the beginning of my research for flight schools. And he is a student that went to ATP like 3 or 4 years ago. He posted a video today about whether or not he recommends ATP anymore. So, well, let's complete this sandwich here. Boom, guys. Good, full inspection. Look good, yeah. Pretty solid. So I made a video about whether or not he recommends ATP now, 3 or 4 years later. And the premise of the video is essentially it ends with no. Mostly due to cost. And he brings up a good point in there, and I really want to bring this up for anybody that's watching this, because a lot of the people that I've communicated with have not gone into flight school, and they're asking me questions about it. So I assume a lot of my followers or new followers are people that are prospective students. So, he brings up a good point. ATP has minimum requirements for you to be able to join ATP. And it has, I know that you have to have like either, I think 60 college credits, time in service, and all these other things. It requires essentially 2 years worth of something before you can join. So if you're 18 years old, and you're getting out of high school, or 17, and you want to become a pilot, he brought up a good point that it's kind of pointless to wait 2 years, and during that waiting of 2 years, you're spending money, let's say, to get your college degree, right? So you get your college degree. So you spend all your money on your 2-year associate's degree, and then you're going to go to your 9 to 10 months of ATP schooling, getting more in debt with ATP. And that's not necessary. You don't have to do that. So if you're a newcomer, really look into this. Wow, Johnny. Johnny said ATP average type of pilots, question mark. ATP, okay, hold on. And let me preface with this before anybody goes on. I'm not bashing ATP. I just don't agree with this one stipulation because ATP has put out a lot of good pilots. And so that's a really important factor here why they were on the table all the way. They were the last contender to compete with Blue Line. And because they're a really good school. They are. And actually, that's the point. So, hold on, let me get back to what he was saying. Was, it's pointless to wait 2 years. So now you're waiting 2 years to go to school. You spend a lot of money for your college degree. Then you go to ATP and get more in debt. It just doesn't make sense. When there are flight schools all around the nation, and I'm pretty sure Blue Line doesn't have minimum requirements, not like ATP. Like I think you might have to be 18 or whatever it is. Sorry, I'm just seeing everybody support Johnny with his comment. What was I gonna say? You guys made me lose it. Good job, Johnny. You made me lose my train of thought. My plane of thought. Boom, boom, boom. Let me take a bite. Maybe I'll remember it. Okay. So there's a lot of flight schools, and I assume including Blue Line, that don't have minimum requirements. You can just go in. And they cost less than ATP. So, keep that in mind. In that video, Ryan... So his name is Ryan Huber, by the way. If you're interested in going to ATP and you're interested to see some different aspects of it, it's Ryan Huber for YouTube. So it's R-Y-A-N and then Huber, which is H-U-B-E-R. So if you're interested in that. So, he brings up also the quality of instruction at ATP, which from my experience of talking to students, his information doesn't align with what I was hearing. When I talked to students, they said that they enjoyed their instructors and that they had a good quality instruction going there. So I don't know. It's all anecdotal experiences. So take it with how you would. This is why it's important to visit a school that you want to go to. So I feel like when I answer questions, I should have like a whole thing, like a song that plays or something. And I'll put up a card. I don't know. I'll figure this out. Okay, let me answer some questions. Actually, before I even, let me enjoy this sandwich really quick. Whew. You guys make me talk too much. Do you guys have any questions? How you guys been? Wait for that 10-second delay. Meh, no song. So Johnny doesn't support me. All right, I'm going to move on. And if I see you guys ask questions, I'll answer them in between. Let's bring up some of the questions. Mom has asked, do you get constipated from all the peanut butter? So I don't eat these that often. So, no. Oh, God. Okay, next thing. I don't have a napkin, Mom. I use my pants. I'm a real man. Bobby, I'm not going to say your question because I'm going to try to keep this thing as PG as possible. But understand that's not the right way to make a baby. Oh my God. It's the wrong way to do it, man. Or it's the right way if you don't want a baby. Wow, now everybody knows what I'm talking about. Okay. Let's see. How many calories are in a Fluffernutter? So, I looked this up for you. It's right under 400 calories. It's like 395 or something like that. Assuming that you're using 2 tablespoons of peanut butter and 2 tablespoons of Fluffernutter. Or fluff. No, just fluff. Fluffernutter is the whole sandwich. So, yeah, right under 400 calories, which is equivalent to a 12-piece chicken nugget at Chick-fil-A. So, getting those quality calories in. What got me interested in aviation? A series of events. It feels like it's always a complicated question when people ask me that. Because it was a crossroads that I had come about with having to choose a different path in my life. And that forced me to reevaluate my life as a whole and whether or not I was meeting the bigger picture. Hold on, let me bring your questions on so I can see you guys talking. Okay. So, I put the questions away and I forget what I was going to talk about. Oh, so I had to go through a crossroads that made me reevaluate my life. And with that, like, I was looking to get back into the corporate job, which there's this big picture thing that I want to do, but I really don't want to talk about that here. I might make a video about it later, but a lot of people just won't be interested. But my end game is for real estate. Not as a realtor or anything like that, but investments. And I have this whole strategy and plan, and it's important to be financially free, to have some form of financial security. It has a lot to do with self-development, which I'm really big for. And to get to that goal, I was discovering that entrepreneurship wasn't technically the most effective and efficient route to get there. So, thus, now I have to reevaluate my life. Now what I end up doing is I find out that I might have to go back in the corporate world, and I was not a fan of that. I was not down for the idea of working in sales, or I didn't even, because I was an aircraft mechanic in the Air Force for 6 years, and it was okay, but it's not something I wanted to get back into, but I knew it was something that I could go that direction, because I could just get my certification and then be able to just go work on aircraft from there. And then be in the civilian sector, which pays decently. But I just wasn't for that. That's not the direction I wanted to go. So aviation, as a pilot, I don't know how it didn't click at first, but I was like, oh man, maybe my GI Bill will pay for flight school. Now at the time I wanted to fly for helicopters. Like I wanted to fly helicopters. That to me sounds amazing. And so I was like, all right, cool. So as I was looking into it, as I was looking into it, I was like, oh wow, my GI Bill won't cover anything. I mean, it will. It'll cover like these small portions of it, like less than 5% of the total cost of school. And I was like, man, that's crazy. And the helicopter industry doesn't do very well with, well, they have plenty of jobs, but it's typically narrowed down to like touring and stuff like that. There's not a lot of job opportunity there, and there's not a lot of growth financially either. And let me preface before I get into how I got into fixed wing here. I am not becoming a pilot just because of the finances. What's really important for me is I think it's important that you really enjoy what you do. That really resides with me. So what I ended up doing, welcome Live Up 1. And I didn't do it. You're fine. I'm going to flight school to do fixed wing. So no worries. So I ended up looking into flight school for fixed wing. And I found out two things here. One, higher perspective situation to get jobs that I would be really happy with, especially on the traveling aspect. And then on top of that, there was financially security was obviously a factor in there. But it just kind of started clicking with me. I remember being on the flight line in the Air Force and how much I loved being on the flight line. And I also enjoyed being in the cabin of the aircraft every time we ever had to work in them. So it kind of just all resonated and clicked. And I was like, oh, wow, maybe I had this hidden interest in becoming a pilot and just never knew about it. And as I started diving into it, it became more and more and more apparent that this is definitely something I want to do. And that's the whole answer to that question that you asked me about how I got into aviation. So now I'm just all over this, and I want to make videos about it, inform you guys. Let's see. What's the next question? Do I think I'll find my wife during this journey? Okay, I'll bring this back down, because I need to get serious with you guys on this one. Okay. This is important. I hope so. Because I intend to be doing this for at least the next 10, 15, 20 years. Unless like financial security hits me sooner than that. But I definitely intend to do that. And it would suck to be single until, because I'm 31 now, to be single until I'm 50. And my mom's pushing me to not date anybody while I go to flight school because she's worried I might not get through. But she's pushing me to have kids. She's mad that she doesn't have grandkids yet. See, mom just commented, said no wife till after school. So, yep. So I hope I do. Let's see here. Am I going to airliners, and if so, who am I going to? I don't know. I have been told by multiple pilot mentorships that I've done to not decide what flight school I want to go to, or what direction I want to take my career until after I get into flight school. There's a lot of things I guess you figure out about the industry once you enter. And plus, the industry is so volatile, it constantly changes, that you don't really want to make the decision so many years or months back. So I wouldn't even be entering the airliner industry if that's the route I went for another 2 years. I'm almost, at this point right now, though, I am kind of like 90% sure without the information at hand that I'm going to go airliners. I do have an interest in the private corporate world. I think that would be interesting, but I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I think it'd be good to get a lot of the flight time in the airline industry, get used to such a complex and hectic system. I think that would really round me out as a good pilot if I did that direction. Okay, let me see. Are you guys saying anything? Let me pull you guys down real quick. Let's see. Oh, good. That's a good thing. But you can have friends with benefits. You know, because it gets... I'm a man of opportunity, so I'll take whatever comes my way. But I'm also romantic, so I gotta balance that somehow. Have I looked into thrust aviation? Yes. That's really coincidental. Hold on. I actually think two of these questions, and they're not from the same person, has asked these same questions. They were really interested in the same concept. I did look into thrust aviation that is based in Texas. Unfortunately, I had a list of 20 flight schools that I was looking at, and I had narrowed it down to 5 within about a month, and narrowed it down to 2 within about like a couple weeks after that, which it came down to Blue Line or ATP. The downside about, from what I remember about thrust is they were just a little cheaper than ATP, and they were just as long. And there was something about how they didn't really include MEI into their program or something. I don't remember. I didn't keep notes of why I took schools off of the list. I just know that I took them off because they weren't able to... They either didn't satisfy something that I wanted, or they couldn't compete with other schools that were a part of the ranks of the 20. So, So thrust was taken off. To be clear here, everything I've heard is that thrust is a good school. But it's just not, when I did my research, it didn't make sense. It just seemed that if I was going to go to thrust, might as well go to ATP. If I recall correctly, I might be wrong on that though. Make sure you do your own research because flight schools are dependent on your own personal aspects of it. So, let's see here. Live Up One. I heard the airlines put carbon in their seats to filter the the fart smells. Is that true? I don't know. I highly doubt that. There's a lot of weird things. There is even rumor, like to give you an idea of where it's gonna be interesting getting in this industry. In the military, rumor went around that they put stuff on our water to prevent us from having a high libido per se. So I think corporations or businesses will do whatever they have to make sure that everybody is happy in their industry. Employees come first, then clients. Mom's in here with the jokes. Is thrust aviation related to friends with benefits? Okay. Let's see. Did I decide on a flight school? Which one and why? Yes. So I decided I did go to. I'm going to be going to Blue Line. I start with them February 17th. That actually becomes official tomorrow. And in the meantime, I do have a video coming out for any of you guys that watch this. It's called ATP versus Blue Line. It's a complex video, which is why it's taking a little bit longer to get out. So, but it'll come out, and I explain in there why I ended up choosing Blue Line over ATP. But to give a general overview of this, in almost every category, Blue Line satisfied me more than ATP. The thing ATP really had on the table was history, because they've been around for a really long time. They're the pioneers of this fast track program type schooling. And as well as community, because they've done so many pilots, they have such a large community. They have their own online forum that you can talk to prospective students that have done it like years in the past. It's really good with community. But it wasn't enough of a deal breaker for me to switch, to turn my perspective away from Blue Line. So, okay, let's see here. How long have I been going to ATP? I'm not. Maybe I said something weird or something. I don't know, but I'm not. Like, I haven't been going to ATP. I haven't even gone to flight school yet. I'm actually preparing to go to flight school, so I haven't gone yet. So you're jumping ahead. You're too many Fluffernutter lives ahead of the game right now. So calm down. Let's see. Am I reading the FAQ or the AFH? The FAQ. The FAQ! Okay, to be clear, FAQ is the Pilot Handbook of Aeronautical Knowledge. Just so any non-pilot people that watch this. And then the AFH is the Airplane Flying Handbook. I am studying the FAQ right now, but I'm not studying the AFH because multiple pilots told me that I really don't need to, because that's the whole point of flight school. Flight school will really go over that because it's more of a hands-on experience than what the Airplane Handbook will teach me. I might read it, I don't know, just if I have enough time, but there's other things I want to learn beforehand. I'd rather learn, ATC procedures and how the environment of the aviation industry works and stuff like that. Have that reinforced in me and then relearn it again in school. I think that'd be perfect. So, yeah. Live Up One, do you own a flight simulator? If not, do you think you will get one? I do. Not like a fancy one. Like, I have FSX. I literally just set it up last night, and I feel like I'm playing a game from the 90s. But it does its job. Like, it's really interesting how it works. Here, let me show you. Hold on. I don't know if I can show it. So I have the rudder pedals, and I have you can't see it here, but I have an ultra-wide monitor, so that's what I play on. And I have this guy, the joystick, and I have the throttle too. So, yikes. And it's interesting. And I only got it, not to get into the nitty-gritty details, but it was more so to get into hand-eye coordination. I wanted to make sure I have a good understanding of what it would actually be like to fly. Granted, obviously FSX doesn't show the true nature of flight, but it gives you a good understanding of it. And a lot of pilots recommended it. A lot of pilots they were interested in piloting because of being in the simulator world. So yeah, but I don't own like a fancy simulator or anything like that. Why is everyone laughing at Johnny? What did Johnny do? Okay. Wow, you guys talked about a lot. He could learn a bit from thrust aviation. Thanks, Johnny. Thanks. How would Johnny know that? Everyone questioned that. No strippers either. He doesn't have health insurance to cover his STDs. Wow, this is really PG stuff here. He's a safe boy. He puts helmet on. He's a soldier. I don't. That'd be weird. I feel like there'd be social repercussions for wearing helmets during fornication. So, anyways, back to flight school stuff. When is my versus video? Oh, ATV versus Blue Line. I don't know. I'm trying to get it done as soon as possible. Bobby, wow, you joined. You joined, and let's see. You continually join my Fluffernutter lives right near the end of them. You're half hour late. Ugh, I'll wave at you though. There you go, man. I waved at you. Okay. What was the question? Oh, the versus video. So Blue Line versus ATP, that'll come out, I'm hoping, at the beginning of January. It's just, I'm trying to get a lot of stuff prepared for flight school. But I really want to get that video out soon because a lot of people are asking for it. A lot of people are asking for it. You did, and you did. So Bobby's asking if he missed his answer to his question. And what I said was, I'm not going to say your question because I'm doing my best to keep this PG, but that's not how you make babies. It's a good way to not make babies if that's what you're shooting up. So if that you're shooting up, do you shoot up babies? Oh my god, you guys, I'm coming to the end of this, so I'm slowly, surely, but losing it. Okay, but losing it. Wasn't there... okay, last question from someone was, what am I doing to prepare for flight school? Boring stuff. Doing everything I can. Most flight schools recommend that you knock out all your written tests before you go to flight school. Blue Line, when I talked with them, recommended that I don't do that. They said I can study for them as much as I want, but they just recommended that I not take the test. So, I won't be. Tomorrow I'll have access to an online ground school, so I'll be studying that. I'm researching the Pilot Handbook of Aeronautical Knowledge, the FAQ. As well, just random stuff. I learned Morse code for the fun of it. That was kind of cool. Learned that over a night. So, and how ATC talks. That's cool to me. I love the way the way Tower talks to planes. I don't know why. They're just interesting to me. So, you guys, look how much sandwich I have left. That's crazy. I missed it. So, Johnny, what are you talking about? You said, I want that kind of lifestyle. What do you mean? I'm going to leave these last 3 minutes for you guys. My final 4 followers at this point. It's not a sad sandwich. It's a happy sandwich. It's slowly... Bread goes stale too fast. They need like Taco Bell bread, where this stuff will like last for years before anything happens to it. Anybody that's watching this at this point, when it gets uploaded to YouTube, you can just get off now. If you're a pilot and you just want to learn about pilot stuff, unless someone asks a question about pilot stuff, I've answered all the questions. So let me save you the time. You can go ahead and go if you'd like. Unless you'd like to be entertained by my 4 followers at this point asking me questions. If I was a lamp, would you turn me on? Or wouldn't? Hold on. There's a way to say this. I had a wittiness thing there for a second. Thank you. No one told me. Johnny told me. Thank you, bruh. Oh, if I was a lamp, would you turn me on? I don't know. Maybe? Are you a 2-click lamp? I hate 2-click lamps. The one where you click, nothing happens, and then you click again, then it turns on, and then you click again, it still hasn't turned off. I never understood that. I should look into that. And I should invent 1-click lamps. I'd be a millionaire. I would solve so many American problems right from there. That would create a cultural foundation for all of Americans' problems. Wow. I mean, if you were a lamp, I guess I'd just, I don't know, shove a smart bulb in you and then have it voice activated by Alexa. Alexa, turn Bobby on. My Alexa heard me. That's so funny. I heard it in the other room. That's great. Oh, man. I can't wait to go see what Alexa did when I said that. So. Alright. I'm going to end at 7:40. We have 5 minutes, guys. What you guys got to talk about? How much? No more? And that got deep. That bulb got deep. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I was supposed to keep these PG. I'm trying to keep them clean, man. You guys are bad. Oh, hey. This is important. Spacex is launching. Oh, when is that? December 31st? At like 11 something p.m.? When is the 31st? That's Tuesday. So, Tuesday at, let's find out what time that is because it's in UTC. 0440 UTC to EST. 11:40 p.m. So, at 11:40 p.m. on Tuesday, SpaceX is launching. They're launching more of their Starlinks, a bunch of their satellites that'll provide internet for the entire world. And, supposedly if you watch closely, they'll orbit the Earth and you can see the train of satellites go over. It's like, imagine shooting stars but like lined up. So that's a thing. I've never seen it. But, am I getting a new bike? For what? Why would I get a new bike? If I was Nutella, would you put me on toast or feet? That's hard, man. It depends. Whose feet? Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise! I'm so pumped about Top Gun. I cannot get over how exciting that's going to be. Oh, wow, Mom, you're just going out here insulting friends of mine, telling them they're not right in the head. Bobby is special. Okay. No. Not to his feet. Nope. Can't do that. Okay. Well, I love you guys' face. Here we are on the eve of New Year's Eve, and I hope you guys enjoy yourself on this New Year's Eve. Word has it that we're doing nothing for New Year's Eve, which I'm totally down for, so I can study because I'm so far behind. Got to play with my niece while she was here, and she's amazing! She's amazing. I love that girl. So, yeah, good. Cool. Mom's hitting on Bobby now. That's great. Oh, this family, man. Alright. Well, I gotta get my timer set up, guys. Liver face. These are starting to get a little bit enjoyable. And it's interesting seeing people have all these questions for me and stuff. Ow. That was like a hiccup. That was weird. Oh, let me get it set up. Let's get this lined. You guys good? Alright, well. I love your guys' face. I hope you guys enjoy your New Year's Eve. Watch fireworks, blow stuff up. Don't be holding the tube while you do it. It's not... Shouldn't do that. Don't put Nutella on feet. What else did we learn from this? That I have to stay celibate during school. And that's about it. Okay. Well, I love your face. Start the timer. Okay? Okay, bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye. Love your face. Good night. Love your face. See you guys next Sunday. Next Sunday, 7 p.m. Bobby, Sunday, 7 p.m. That's when it's happening next. Okay? Okay. Well, we got down to 3. We're losing people, guys. Oh, right here. This is important timing. When it goes to 52 seconds, and it transitions to 51 seconds, that's when the sick beat comes on, or the sick drop. If you missed some of it, it'll be uploaded on YouTube. Don't forget that. That's a thing. Look. Elon's Musk. I was told I wasn't supposed to light it. Oh, I got 5 seconds. I love you guys. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye. I gotta hit 2 buttons to do this. Okay, bye.